welcome back to another beauty episode with me, Priscilla Marie. Today we are doing something very fun, kind of a 2-in-1. Kind of goes with the foundation that I'm using today. I'm doing a first impressions on the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and I am using shade 02 Natural. I've never tried this before, so you guys will see my first impressions right on camera. Along with that, we are doing this very sexy, dramatic, smoky eye. Today we are using Drugstore products. Now I want to say 97% of the video is Drugstore products. I did have a few other products that I used that was not Drugstore, and how many times am I gonna say Drugstore and products? And anyway, without further ado, let's get in the video. Okay, so the skin is prepped, it's washed, it's moisturized, it's primed. Now let's get into the eyes. As always, I am going to prime the eyes using Urban Decay Primer Potion. If I can open the cap because my hands are slippery from all of the moisturizer. But I'm just going to grab a tiny bit, apply this onto my eyelids, and even up to your brow bone. So since we're doing a really intense black smoky eye, I'm going to start off filling in my brows and then I'll go into the eyes. Alright, so brows look a little strong right now, obviously because I have nothing else on my face, but it'll all come together very, very soon. So I cleaned up my brow with some concealer and I stopped right above the lid and blended out with my finger, and then I went and set it with a bone colored eyeshadow just to set it in place, and it'll help with the blending process. The reason why I didn't take it all the way down is because I'm going to use a black base right on my lid. So don't even worry about taking that concealer all the way to your eyelid because we're gonna use a different product right on top. So since we are going to use Drugstore products for this look, I'm going to use the Maybellines The Nudes palette. And this is what it looks like. Now you want to start off with a nice soft transition color. I'm looking in this palette and I don't see anything that's really too soft to put in the crease. There's soft shades, but they're a little too cool tone taupey for me, and I want something a little more neutral. And so the only thing that's not going to be Drugstore as far as eyeshadows is the MAC Soft Brown eyeshadow. And I'm taking a Sigma E40 blending brush, which is just a really big fluffy brush, and that's gonna go in the upper crease as our transition shade. And because this is a smoky eye, you want to place the color from the outer to inner corner. I'm just sloppily placing it on there because it doesn't have to be perfect. One thing that I love about smoky eyes is you don't need it to be perfect. You don't need perfect placement because it's smoky, it's a little bit messy, but still well put together. So that's something that's really nice about smoky eyes, is that it's very, very forgiving. So the next color we're going to use is a darker brown, and we're going to use a Sigma E25 blending brush, and we're going to place this just below our transition shade. Again, you want this color going from the inner and outer corner, so do not be afraid to get in that inner corner. You want to go back in with that first blending brush. You may want to grab a little bit more of your transition shade and blend the two colors together. Now I'm taking this really small shader brush and I'm going to grab the matte black shade that's in the palette. You want to put some of that color right on the belly of the brush and on the tip of the brush. And what you're going to do is put that in your crease from the inner and outer corner again and just blend it back and forth. Because right by that crease is when it's gonna start fading into the other colors. So you don't want to do a really harsh black. That's why you can either grab a really small blending brush or a shader brush that's flexible. I'm gonna switch brushes now, and I'm gonna use the small tapered blending. It's the E45 by Sigma, and it's tapered on the top there, as you can see. And there's no product on the brush. I'm just going right into that crease and blending out that black. I'm gonna go back in with my Sigma E25 blending brush and grab a little bit more of that brown color, which is the second color we use in our crease, and just go over top of that black and blend the two colors together. Now I'm going in with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean and a small synthetic brush. I'm just gonna grab some of that product right from the tube. And this is the base that I was talking about that we're going to put on our lid. Put most of that base right at the lash line, because you want the darkest of your eye, of your smoky eye, to be right at that base. And as it gets higher, it just smokes out and just fades. And then with my pinky, I'm just going to blend it out. I'm going to take my e.l.f. shader brush and I'm going to grab that same black, and then now we're just really going to pack it onto our lid. I'm gonna go back in with the Tapered blending brush, which is the E45, and I'm just going to go into the crease. There's no additional product on there. I'm just blending out the lid color and that crease together so that the black fades really, really nice into each other. All right, so we're pretty much done with blending. Now we want to place a highlight. You can do a matte highlight or a shimmer. I think I'm gonna try that color right there. I'm just gonna take a tiny angled brush. I'm gonna take that same color that we put on our brow bone and place that right in the inner corner. So we're done with the eyes for now. I'm going to zoom out and let's start on the face. Okay, so since this is a first impressions, I am using the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. I grabbed the color 02 Natural. There weren't many shades there for me to choose from. I think I should have chose a shade darker, maybe an 03, but they didn't have many shades there and that wasn't an option. So it's all right. It's better to grab a foundation that's lighter because you're going to put some bronzer, powder. It's all going to just melt into each other and it'll look just fine. So here we go, first impressions. Let's just pump out. Oh, it is kind of thick. It's a concealer. Pump out, we'll do 2. In the back here, it says medium to full coverage, so it's buildable, that's nice. Lightweight, oil-free formula, which is also nice for those of you who are oily skin. This should be a good foundation for you. Long wearing, water resistant, and sweat proof. So good for the summer. If you're going swimming, if you're just out and about running errands, doing whatever you're doing, especially in this summer heat, this should stay put all day. I'm going to just grab some of it and just dot it all over my face. I am currently going through a little bit of flow issues right now, so this is the ultimate test to see how much it covers. And with my damped ratchet ass beauty sponge, we're going to blend this out. It felt pretty thick when I was putting it on. Not crazy thick, but you can tell it's a thicker formula for sure. If you guys are wearing your hair up, please put some foundation on your ears. Cause I don't know about you, but my ears are red sometimes, so. It definitely has like a perfume scent. Like floral-y. It does have like a floral-y scent. So it blended out pretty easy with the beauty blender. I don't know how it'll do with a foundation brush. And I did have a little bit of acne here and it was a little bit red. It covered most of it. I can still see a tiny bit, but I do have some on the back of my hand. And it also did say that it's medium to full coverage. So for it being medium coverage, first layer looks really nice. It's still tacky, so it doesn't dry quick, which is nice. You can take your time blending it out and not feel like you're rushing and have to do parts of your face. It's not too drying because it is oil free, so I felt like it would be kind of drying for me, especially because I have dry skin, but it still feels pretty nice. So per usual, I'm going to use my Hard Candy Concealer in Light. You guys already know I love this stuff. Like, I'm running low. It's really good. It doesn't crease on me. It's full coverage. It's just bomb. So I'm going to just sloppily place it. All right, let's blend this out so we don't look too crazy. Especially with a really dark smoky eye like this, you want to keep your under eye bright. So I like to go 2 to 3 shades lighter when I'm doing my concealer and I'm doing a really dark eye like this. So I don't have a powder that is a drugstore, but I did try the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and that works really nice too. So if you want to use that to set your under eye and your face. As you can see, I am baking. This is a very dramatic look and I want a nice bright under eye, so I'm going to let that powder bake underneath my eye. Because this foundation is still pretty tacky, if you don't set it with a powder, even if you're dry skin and you don't set it with a powder, when you apply your contour color or your bronzer, it's going to look choppy because the brush hairs are going to stick onto the foundation because it's still tacky, and it's not going to glide on your skin as easy and as seamless as it should. So with this foundation, I say you should definitely set it with a powder. Now I am going to use the L'Oreal True Match powder in the color N8, which is Cappuccino. And this is what it looked like. And yes, I've used it plenty of times. It's been loved. Obviously, it's hitting pan. And I'm just using a Sigma angled brush. And I'm going to use this to bronze and contour a little bit. Put it right there. Time to dust this off and blend away. Let's go ahead and move on to blush. I'm going to use the BH10 color palette blush and use, which one am I using? I'm using this one right here. I want to use a soft tone blush because the eyes are really dramatic. You don't want to look like a clown and have really dramatic eyes, really dramatic blush and all of that stuff. So you want to keep the blush really light. I'm just going to place this on the apples of my cheeks and bring it back. Really small blending brush. I'm going to place this color underneath my lower lash line and blend it out. We're going to use the same colors we used on top, on the bottom, and smoke it out. Let's go in that brown shade with that same brush and put it right underneath. Now I'm going in with a super defined brush. This is the Sigma E15, and I'm gonna go into that black color and put it really, really tight underneath my lower lash line. I'm going in with a pencil brush that is clean, and I'm just going to blend out that black. When it comes to smoky eye, I don't like for the outer corner to be really sharp because I feel like it's a smoky eye. It should look, you know, like really dark and then just fade away. So what I'm gonna do is grab that first blending brush, and I don't have any product on it. I'm just going to go around and blend these two together. Now I'm going into my Maybelline gel liner and I'm going to line the waterline and also tight line because we want that really, really dark. This is what we have so far. Now let's go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm just gonna do one quick coat because we are going to apply falsies. With a black smoky eye like this, you definitely want to put eyelashes. For lashes today, I'm going to use these right here. They're really nice and bold, and I've never used them before. This is what the package looks like. I believe the brand is Colormate. I'm going to apply these off camera and then I will be right back. Let's move on to the rest of the face, lips, and let's be done. Done, done, done. Off camera, I tried to find a highlighter that was a drugstore product, and I don't have any drugstore product highlighters. You can use whatever highlighter you have in your collection. By the way, let me know down below like really good drugstore product highlighters. I am always looking to save some extra coins. So if I find a really nice drugstore highlighter, that will be love. I like a really cute button nose. Cause my lips need all the help it can get. Dear Lord, baby Jesus, help these lips. For real. I'm keeping the lips very soft, very nude, so I'm going to use the L'Oreal lipstick in Fairest Nude, number 800, and it looks like this, just really soft. Right over top, I'm going to use the Revlon lip gloss in Super Natural, and I'm gonna put this all over. See how pretty that looks? It's soft, it's not too harsh or defined, it's really just very simple, very feminine, and the eyes are very like wham, bam, in your face. And I love it. All right, guys, that's the entire look. I hope you love it. I hope you learned something new. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. And as always, do not forget to subscribe. It's free. You get makeup tips and looks and ideas and tips and tricks and all of that fun stuff. So please do not forget to subscribe. You will not regret it. I promise you. More is to come. If you guys happen to recreate this look, please tag me if you do it on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. I will have all of my social media accounts down below in the description box, as well as all of the products and brushes that I use. You guys know how I do. I always hook you guys up, so don't forget to check out that description box. And until next time, you will see me very soon.